Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to...
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred...
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After misfiring, it's second down. Running it to the right. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. 6th play of the drive coming up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Trying play action. He's got it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This time they'll go to the running game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the run, it's Akers. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He finds his man. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. They move the tight end all over. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Army.
The inside handoff.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads it downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal caps off his first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Buys a little time with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick strike complete. This offense has a second down play. He'll try to pop the draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Makes his connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Dumps it off in the flats. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Leaves it with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Works the middle of the field. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Slater. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It is good.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're testing the right side here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cornhuskers are on the move. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Coming after him. Using the quick game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Akers. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hester. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post, and we've still got a good ball game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And the Huskers get it past the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a Nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's just a field goal game.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Petty. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hester. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He makes the connection. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Akers.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Hester. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the 1st down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed near the marker. It's Hester. Touchdown, Wolverines! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Off the bootleg and rolling out.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.